WrestleMania 33 has come and gone, but there were a lot of things that confused me about this show, especially the order of the matches themselves. There are certain matches that shouldn't have taken place in a pre-show. There are certain matches that were more than I expected. There were. And there are a couple of matches with a couple of surprises. But these are basically, you know, the tip of the iceberg when it comes to complaining. You know, I'm like, look, the Intercontinental Championship, this title, should have been on the main fucking show. It wasn't. It was on a pre-show, and that kind of pissed me off. The Cruiserweight Championship was in the pre-show. We already knew about it, but at least it was a good fucking match. I mean, as I said before, the mixed tag, we already knew wasn't going to be shit, but I'm getting ahead of myself. These are my results. The results, I should say, and me answering to my fucking predictions, because, of course, I hold myself accountable every time I make a prediction video. So, without further ado, this is the results and opinions to WrestleMania 33. Okay, so I got this one wrong. I thought that Aries was actually going to pull it out, but Neville having a championship, I mean, I was just thinking, okay, where does Neville go from here? But, you know, keeping a championship on him is not bad. I just think, what else does he have left? And the thing about it, this being on the kickoff show, it was for a fucking championship, and that's what I didn't like. I'm like, fuck, man, if you're going to have us take this championship, or any championship, seriously, you should have all the titles defended on the main show. This is WrestleMania after all, but this was a pretty standard cruiserweight match. Nothing really extravagant, but it was a good match nevertheless, with Neville retaining. I'm just thinking, where the fuck does Neville go from here? Is there going to be another Jack Gallagher match? Who he vanquished. Rich Swann, he vanquished. TJ Perkins, he vanquished. That's just the main thing about it. And now Aries is vanquished as well. And it's like, all right, where do you go from here? The king of the cruiserweights is still the cruiserweight champion. Congratulations to Neville. Because, hell, I still like Neville. I like his gimmick. I like the way he's progressed himself. I like the way that he's, you know, kind of sadistic now as far as his look and his attitude, and he's the king of the cruiserweights, and he's on the microphone, he's talking his shit, and he's actually being a good fucking heel as a champion. Congratulations to Neville. Wow, I got this so wrong. I didn't think that Mojo Rawley ever had a chance of winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And even though he had help, technically, it doesn't matter. It's a fucking Battle Royal. How the fuck did Jinder Mahal be in the last person up in there? I don't understand that. And look, Rob Gronkowski, look, again, help aside, Mojo Rawley, that means that this Battle Royal doesn't mean shit. And more on that in a bit about the Battle Royal not meaning shit, because no person that's ever won this Battle Royal has achieved anything, really. It's just a damn shame. Whoever won this Battle Royal didn't, and that's what, oh God. Anyway, Mojo Rawley? Seriously? Damn. Yeah, I got this wrong, but I didn't really care about the Battle Royal from begin with, but damn, Mojo Rawley? Explain that to me, please. I said this earlier, this match shouldn't have been on the fucking pre-show. It's for the Intercontinental Championship, for Christ's sake. Even though it was a standard Smackdown match, that's what it looked like. I'm sure, look, again, I got this one wrong. I didn't think that Dean Ambrose was going to retain the championship. I just didn't. I thought that Baron Corbin was going to have his time to shine. And this is what I was talking about earlier about the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, last year's winner was Baron Corbin. You have him on a fucking pre-show this year, which means that, okay, even all that hype about Baron Corbin, and even trying to put him in the main event scene, as far as matches are concerned, as far as him being in the Elimination Chamber, as far as him being in the main event in SmackDown, as far as him being perhaps the #1 contender for the WWE Championship, he goes to face the Intercontinental Champion at WrestleMania at a fucking pre-show, and he fucking loses. I'm leaving you with the belt. I'm leaving with your title. You hear me, Dean? I'm leaving you with your title. And then next thing you know, clearly a mistake. Bam, dirty deeds. He is out. It's just, oh God, they didn't even hype this up correctly, and then they didn't even do this correctly. I can't believe that Dean retained, but I'm more pissed off that it was on a fucking pre-show. This was the opening match. I didn't expect Shane and AJ Styles to be the opening match at WrestleMania. I thought it was going to be at least in the mid-card section because that's where it deserved to be, in my opinion. Because of all the hype, because of all what's happened, and it became personal. But AJ Styles winning is what I called. But this was a good fucking match. It was a surprising good match. Shane O'Mac did more in this match than certain people have done in their entire careers. Miz. But look, Shane O'Mac, he was in there. Yeah, okay, look, you can see clearly the called spots. But it was the fact that Shane O'Mac was pulling all this shit off, which was pretty cool. He didn't just look dead in the water. He didn't just look like, okay, he couldn't get it done. He didn't even look like, it didn't even look like he didn't even have any hope of fucking winning this match, because it did. He looked like he was actually going to pull it off at a certain point in time. But even though the referee got knocked out, and well, what do you know, weapons came into play, and the coast to coast was done, and yeah, again, Shane O'Mac even tried that fucking top rope the table shit, and he missed. But he was still alive after Shane O'Mac tried a shooting star press. I mean, when he tried that, I kind of marked out. I was like, oh, shit. And I actually gave it, look, I gave Shane McMahon a whole bunch of credit. Because, again, you have this guy, Shane O'Mac, that can pull out all of this shit, and that actually has, you know, training and stuff like that. But he's a commissioner. He's not a fucking wrestler, but he actually got it done as far as actually being a threat and proving that he can actually fucking do the shit. AJ Styles wins, though, and I called that. But this was a good fucking match. I'm just upset that it was at the opening of the fucking night for the main show. Who the fuck came up with this list of lineup? Who? Come on, man. Was it you, New Day? So you were the host. Could I blame the New Day for this? But, yeah, Shane O'Mac put on a good effort, but AJ Styles, winner of the match. I actually thought that Chris Jericho was going to pull this off, and he didn't. But even though he didn't, this was a good match. It was good to the point where it was like, all right, both people, look, Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho were scouting each other's out and scouting each other's moves to a certain point. I really liked the pop-up powerbomb to Codebreaker spot. I like the fact that Kevin Owens put on the fucking walls on Chris Jericho. I like the fact that Frog Splash were missed and made and fucking, look, again, this was a match that was pretty fucking cool down to the wire. And yeah, it took the powerbomb onto the apron in order to beat Jericho. Yes, okay, that's fine. But now we have a new United States champion as Kevin Owens. But basically, this is just like, all right, you're the U.S. champion. What's left for him? He's gonna defend against Sami Zayn now? Because it's like, yeah, that's the roadblock that I see for Kevin Owens. I don't see anybody else challenging and taking that belt from him, not anytime soon. But he's look, United States champion, new United States champion, Kevin Owens, and a good fucking match to boot. The funniest thing about this is that I knew that Nia Jax was going to get jumped and put out because she couldn't stay in there past the first elimination. But Bayley coming out on top, I didn't think that was going to happen, especially when it came down to Bayley and Charlotte. But I just didn't like the ending. I didn't like the way, okay, I understand that Bayley paid tribute to Macho Man with her elbow off the top rope, but it ended like that. I thought that it was going to, be a Bayley to Bayley. I thought it was going to be more to be done, more storytelling, but it wasn't. And even though I do like the fact that Bayley pulled it off, but Charlotte losing at another pay-per-view and the pinfall, it's like, alright, that's fine. Are they going to keep it on Bayley, or is Nia Jax going to sneak in and take the belt anyway in a one-on-one encounter? Who knows? But Bayley is still the Raw Women's Champion. I got this one wrong. I thought there was either going to be a betrayal by Sasha, or Charlotte was going to pull it off. I knew Nia was going to get jumped and put out, but I just didn't think that Bayley was going to retain. I got that wrong, but at least Bayley can actually wrestle and get it done and actually fucking be a champion that we all can believe in the ring. Yeah, I mean, fuck, Bayley can go in the ring. That's just all we want as a champion, to believe that that person is champion, right? Congratulations to Bayley to having her WrestleMania moment. Holy shit. I marked out. Now, look. As soon as the New Day came out after the introduction of Sheamus and Cesaro, Luke Gallows and Anderson and Enzo and Cass, and when they said that they're the host of WrestleMania and who was going now, it's going to be a fatal 4-way, and they were like, whoo, 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 and I'm like, I don't think the New Day is going to join here. And I was like, wait, the Hardys? Because we knew that the Hardys had signed, and then when the Hardy Boyz, aka Jeff Hardy's music hit, I was like, holy shit, and I actually fucking marked out. But to actually think that they were going to show up, they're going to win the Raw Tag Team Championships. Damn. Wow, that's a big monkey wrench in the situation, isn't it? First of all, they had to delete the championship reigns from Anderson and Gallows. But the tag team look at the tag team divisions on Raw and on SmackDown. They have been having series of problems, and the Hardy Boyz returning was one thing, but to win the tag team championships is another. And I was just like, wow, they actually fucking came and they pulled that shit off, and they've hardly missed a step, even though they have aged. But look, they're back on the top of the mountain as far as them being in the WWE once again, and they're the Raw Tag Team Champions. Damn. Just damn. It would have been kind of crazy if the New Day would have participated, or if the New Day would have said, okay, the Usos are going to be in it, and there would have been a merger of the titles. But the Hardy Boyz winning the Tag Team Championships, congratulations. And yeah, I marked out when they came out, when the music hit, just like most of the people in the crowd. Yeah, I marked out. And when they won the Tag Team Championships, I was like, damn, that was pretty something. So there you go. The Hardys, Matt and Jeff, deleted the fucking title reign of Anderson and Gallows, and they are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. I stated this on my prediction video. The only way that The Miz and Maurice would have had a chance of winning is if Maurice pinned or made Nikki submit. I did not see John Cena being pinned by The Miz. I didn't see John Cena submitting to The Miz. Simple as that. And The Miz basically showcased all of his garbage moves, and he tried to do Daniel Bryan's moves once again, and he hardly had anything done to him. And once again, the pussy gets beat. It's just funny. Yeah, once again, pussy, The Miz. And you had both Maurice and The Miz get pinned at the same time, and then the proposal. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, he proposed. John Cena proposed to Maurice, to Nikki Bella. Okay, Fine. Seriously. Okay. That's all for that. Seriously, that's all for that. John Cena and Nikki Bella. They win. So, yeah. This was basically the guard my leg, attack the leg match. As I said it would be. And, again, that brought more emotion to the match. Even Stephanie McMahon was out there. And she kind of interfered, but kind of paid the price later. She got put through a table by her husband Triple H by accident because she was on the apron and he, stumbled and bam. And she goes through a table. Seth Rollins wins with a fucking pedigree. Congratulations to Seth. I didn't think that Seth Rollins was going to win. I thought that maybe Seth Rollins was going to lose and him get the last word. But Seth Rollins actually ends up winning the match. It was a pretty cool match. Alright. Seth Rollins wasn't even 100%, and he pulled off what he pulled off, which was very fucking cool. And once again, I applaud Seth Rollins. I wanted Triple H to lose, but I didn't think he was going to. He lost. Triple H lost. Stephanie got put through a table. Seth Rollins wins. He accomplished what he set out to do. What's next for him? Samoa Joe, maybe? It was an unsanctioned match, so you saw chairs, you saw a table, you saw, Triple H's, yeah, you saw the hammer, and even Seth Rollins tried to use the hammer, sledgehammer, yeah, but good. Seth Rollins wins, and just take some time off Rollins and heal up 100% and then come back, because there's nothing for you now. As far as you just being a part of the show or any show, it just, yeah. You came out, you accomplished what you set to do. Now take some time off and heal your leg, then come back and be the best. I said it before and I say it again. Who the fuck made this order of the matches in this event? Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton should have took place last, because Randy Orton was the Royal Rumble winner, because the match was so personal, because there was so much hype with this as far as betrayal and things like that. So Randy Orton is once again WWE champion, and I'm pissed off about that because of the short reign that Bray Wyatt had. He went from Elimination Chamber to here, and it's like, fuck, man. Does this mean that Bray Wyatt will never see the championship title picture ever again? Perhaps, but I hope that he does. Randy Orton is the new champion, and it's like, wow, okay. So does this mean that AJ Styles is going to challenge him and get his one-on-one rematch and actually fucking get the championship back? Only time will tell. But it just pisses me off that Bray Wyatt coughs up the belt this fucking quick. But the other thing that pisses me off is the order of the fucking matches at this WrestleMania. This took place before the Women's Championship of SmackDown and the Universal Championship. Think about that for a second. Who the fuck? At least this match lasted longer than their traditional matches. And then Goldberg actually had some offense done to him. So, Brock Lesnar is your new Universal Champion. After suplexes, after spears, after jackhammers. Yeah, look, F5s. Yeah, but he did look, Goldberg was thrown around. Goldberg was suplexed. Goldberg was F5. Brock was speared over and over again, even through the barricade outside of the ring, which kind of prolonged the match. But at least there was things done. At least it wasn't just 1, 2, 3. It didn't happen that way. There was at least things done. At least Look, was this better than all their matches combined? I gotta say yes, but that's not saying much. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not saying much because they're not. It wasn't to the point where it was like, you know, like, oh my God, this is their best match. Oh my God. No, it wasn't the best match, but it was their best match. But again, Goldberg had to lose, in my opinion, and I just surprised that this match took place when it did. Once again, the orders of the matches were so fucked up. This took place after the WWE Championship match, which I didn't understand because the WWE Championship match had the winner of the Royal Rumble in it. I just didn't understand that. But anyway, Brock Lesnar is the new Universal Champion. We all knew that this women's match was going to be a big clusterfuck. We all knew that. Just a 6-pack challenge, and even James Ellsworth got involved more than once to try to help out Carmella and got exploded by Becky Lynch. But look, again, it's just I'm not too fond of this match. I just wasn't. There wasn't a lot that happened that impressed anyone. It was just a clusterfuck of a 6-pack challenge. And Naomi is your new Smackdown Women's Champion, making Alexa tap out while every other woman was outside of the ring somewhere licking their wounds or having a fucking five-some with James Ellsworth. I don't know. So, again, Naomi had to forfeit it, and she just got it back. So, again, it's just that, I don't know. I mean, she was one of the picks to win it. She was. Either it was her, or either it was Nikki, or it was Alexa retaining. But Naomi, once again, I have to eat my words again. She's a 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion, and she better not forfeit it this time on SmackDown Live. Out of anything that I did not want to see happen at the event, actually fucking happened. And it's a damn shame, really. And it seemed that even the crowd came to terms with it the more the match went on. First of all, okay, Jim Ross coming out, that was already a bad sign. He was scheduled to do commentary, but I knew once he came out, this was basically the symbolic Undertaker last ride, last match thing. I knew that was coming as soon as that happened, even though there was a little glimmer of hope because of the story that was told in the ring. Then it was announced that it was a no-holds-barred match, and I'm like, oh no. So basically, and there's no traditional wrestling match. There's not going to be anything like that because you know damn well that Roman Reigns cannot win a traditional wrestling match in a convincing fashion. Think about it. This is the same man that lost against Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank last year for the WWE Championship. Clean. And then you had all the chair shots, all the spears, all the fucking kicking out of last ride, of tombstones, of chokeslam on chairs. You had spears, you had one Superman punch, 2 Superman punches, 3 Superman punches, I'm just like, fuck, man. I wonder if there's anybody drunk tonight because of the game that I put forth of every time Roman Reigns does a Superman punch, you take a fucking shot. Roman Reigns winning. First of all, the order was fucked up of this whole event. Again, this was the main event. Roman Reigns versus Undertaker, and that was once again the bad sign because it's like, damn, they have this on last, so this cannot end well. So, yeah, Undertaker loses at WrestleMania against Roman Reigns. So, there you have the whole fucking WrestleMania event. But what happened after the match was very symbolic. Undertaker put on his robe and hat. And then he proceeded to, okay, everything went dark in the ring. You know, his traditional purple lights. He took the gloves off. He laid them. He took his fucking jacket off. He folded it and he laid it. He took the hat off and he laid it on top of that. He exited the ring. He went and he kissed his wife. He walked his walked his way back up the ramp, and he put up the fucking hand. I mean, he looked back as he traditionally did, and he put up the fucking hand, and then everything goes dark, and then the show concludes. And it's like, wow. To go out, look, at least he went out on his own terms, because think about it, the only way all of this could have happened is if Undertaker allowed it, or Roman Reigns drank so much cum that he begged for this to happen. I think I'm going for that more than Taker wanting. But anyway, I know certain people that this most likely ruined the event, and most likely they're canceling their WWE network because of it, and I don't blame them, because another thing, I'm surprised that there wasn't a fucking riot. Yes, this wasn't for the streak, and they better thank God about that, because no one would have been having that. But for this, it's like, damn, where does Roman Reigns go from here? Back to the championship? Okay, Brock Lesnar has a Universal Championship now. You got Roman Reigns, that's okay. God, they're just, here's Roman Reigns, here Roman Reigns, Reigns. And it's like, damn, it's just a damn shame that you have to watch Undertaker lose to this fucker. So again, what did you think about the event? Was this him? Look, most motherfuckers were counting on this match for the Undertaker to win, and I thought that Undertaker was going to win. I did not think that WWE was going to be this fucking dumb or fucking they are dumb, they are stupid in order to let Roman Reigns win this. So tell me what you think about the show, and what do you think about my thoughts? What do you think about my opinions? Is everything still okay, or is everything like fuck that, and did you cancel your WWE network, or are you gonna stick around? But for me, I haven't been taking this seriously ever since The Miz won the title, and I stopped watching for 10 months. So this doesn't really affect me in the slightest, even though I'm just disappointed. But yeah, that was my low point, The Miz winning the championship, because I thought that he didn't deserve the championship. But Roman Reigns beating the Undertaker at WrestleMania ranks up there, because there's no way that this should have fucking happened, in my opinion. But let me know what you think about the comments section. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. I'm always open to a debate about wrestling. Drop kicks, body slams, throwing motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. Fuck the end results. Fuck the orders of the match. Fuck, yeah, just, God, I can't believe that most of the shit that happened, and the order of the matches were all screwed up. They just were. Sorry. Anyway, this is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.